Kensky is on Duna. Powered landing. First powered landing on Duna. You have every right to be proud there, buddy. That's a big ship to have landed here. 30-some tons, is it? Probably under that with the fuel we burned, but... Alright, Kensky's gonna watch out for, oh, so good. For Jober to come now. Did that work? Yes, okay. Jober, look. Should have had him standing out. Oh well. Jober. Run, buddy. This would take a long time to run it. I don't know what flying on Duna's like, though, with the RCS pack. I'm a little worried that, because it's higher gravity and it's got atmosphere, that, you know, the last thing I would want to do would be crash him. I guess if we just watch the vertical speed indicator, only 1 kilometer and a bit, should have plenty of fuel to get there. Whoa, so yeah, we come down. Wow. You pretty much got to go full on vertical thrust here. Now, is he in this valley? I think so, eh? You just can't tell. Is it like over that mountain, or is he... You can't tell how far away things are. Gotta be just over this hill then, because it's coming up to 1 kilometer away. Plenty of fuel for this. I almost wish you could sometimes turn these off. Like, it'd be nice to... There it is. Like, there's the first sighting, but now the reticule's kind of in the way. Oh, I stopped recording there somehow. What's happened? Oh, I hope my hard drive space isn't out. Hang on, let me check that. Okay, welcome back. I guess. I did run out of hard drive space. And then... So I kind of exited out and such, and when I came back, Jober was back in the ship. So I'm just flying back again. Lots of fuel, good. There's the Scalzi 39 lander. Was it 40-some tons, I believe, landed on Duna. Pretty fantastic. Alright. This is hard flying on Duna. Wow. You just let go of this for a second and that... See, that might have been too long. No, we're okay. Kensky, can you hear me? I think the atmosphere is probably too light. So look at the... We are landed up so high up, it's above the thickest part of the atmosphere. That was amazing. Kensky! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kensky! Hey, bud. Oh, oh, oh. He's going in for the hug is what it is. Kensky doesn't even know. He's like, oh. He's just excited. Buddy! Right by him. Hi! This is the moment they say hi. Line up for a portrait now, of course. In front of the massive the Scalzi lander. Alright, where are we here? There's a portrait. Awesome. And now I guess there's really nothing to do. Kensky can just stand there, but we will... Hey, that was smooth. We'll put Jober on first. That seems to make sense. You know, he's been waiting here the longest. I don't know if that'll put him in command or not. I kind of think it will. Switch to Kensky. See if he can be as smooth as Jober. Jober must have been practicing that move. Not smooth, Kensky. Oops. Oh. We'll get it. Don't worry. Only the whole world is watching. I can easily jump onto these ladders. It's Kensky's the one who's having the issue. Alright. Enough of that. There we go. Okay, get him on board, and then here we go. Alright, and I'm just going to take a quick break, and I'll be back. Okay, we're on board. We need some of these back. I guess we've lost where they were, but that's okay. It's 46.6 tons. Get that back. We will probably use this in the takeoff. We want to head to 270 because now we are. Oh, you know what else we need to do is fast forward till Kerbal is in the right spot. Because unfortunately, they don't just get to come here and go home. They unfortunately have to wait probably close to a year, just like our astronauts would have to do if they went to Mars. Let me just check the numbers. It's minus 75 degrees Kerbal has to be to Duna. So Kerban's got to come around to just about here or so, and then we would eject. We have to burn retrogrades. That's why I'm doing the 270 degrees there. Need 1482 meters a second, so that's not very much. We should be able to handle that. We'll start going vertically, of course. But this doesn't matter. We can have it off for now. I just got to remember to turn it back on. We will warp. Good old 100,000 tons. Okay, that's close enough. We're at minus 76 degrees between the two of them. I'm using the tool Pick. It puts a protractor kind of on the screen for you. So we want to burn in retrograde, so we're going 270. We'll leave Doctor 01 there as a monument for the successful landing on Duna, and there's I believe still a piece of junk, a landing leg. We'll leave that for represent the failures. And here we are here now with the successes. So we're going to go. So we're starting so high in the atmosphere. We're not going to need a ton to get out of here. What's the efficiency? 756 out of a best of 800 for these. So by the time these burn out, these should be able to take over without too much trouble. And there's tons of fuel. Hopefully enough to get us home. Okay, so who's in command here? Not Kensky. Jober's going to command our trip home. That's fine. So this is on thrust to weight ratio 7.3. That's great. I think we're ready. Hope I haven't forgotten anything. We go 270. I'll even start a pitch over a little bit early. So it's going to want to wing over here. Let's hope. I'll put RCS on when we get up to, just to make sure it does that okay. Okay. So this is the second part of the mission. Heading back to Kerbin, heading home with Kensky Kerman and Jober Kerman, who I checked he's been on a mission now for, well, it was 1302 days when he got out of his capsule, plus another number of days to wait for Kerbin to come back around to the correct spot. So he's excited to get home. So without further delay, in 3, 2, 1. Good. Didn't need the RCS. Alright, Apoaps is already coming up. Gear up. Get the Apoaps up to about 60 kilometers or so. Wow, this is so much easier than taking off from Kerbin. We are heading 270, good. Okay, there's 61 kilometers. Of course, we're still so low, that's coming down a bit. I do want it to be a little more than 60 is all. For warping abilities. Back in, back in, back in. Or retrograde. Did we just... I didn't even notice we took off at night. But we did. Okay, coming up. Thrust to weight ratio is almost 9 now. We're almost out of fuel. We'll finish circularizing with these, which are going to be at full ISP, so that'll be good. We're going to go 0. May end up using the circularize just because why not? I'd like it to be somewhat circular. Time 1:30 some seconds. Oh, yeah, I do need a good amount of delta V. Certainly more than these are going to be able to to give. But we'll see. 67 seconds. See, if you need to learn about orbital mechanics too, and you want to learn through experience instead of someone telling you something, this is a good way to do it. So we'll circularize at 63. To see these some sorts of numbers. So that just got rid of what, about 200 maybe, was it? I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's still circularizing. If I remember, we gotta get up around 900 meters a second or so. Much slower to burn with these, but look at the fuel. Sipping away at the fuel. 6 liters a second for all 4 engines. Yeah, it should be coming down a bit now. Our periaps is about to pop out the other side of Duna. Only 30 more meters a second to go. And that is it. We'll prograde, because that's going to be... No, wait. Yeah, no, that is our next burn. It's going to be prograde when we get to 122 degrees retrograde orbit. But, let me think... we don't need you anymore. This is exciting. No matter what, we have left Duna. And we've left it with our ladders up. Out. There we go. That's such a great animation. I should have been taking screenshots on the way up too, but I wasn't. It's okay. Yeah, you know, the next part of the mission is going to be relatively simple, but I am going to probably take a break here for some dinner, and then I will meet you back in orbit. And welcome back. I've taken a day off from playing because that was I felt like it was like a bit of a marathon yesterday, just getting the actual landing in and meeting them up and taking off again, all the way from from takeoff. So on Kerbal. So we're back. It's 206 days for this flight. 3 years, 306 days for Dr. 01 for poor Jober. So that is good that we can still see how long that's going to be there. There's going to be no Kerbal in it ever again. And did they switch seats? Nope. Switch ourselves prograde. Oh, that must have been the planet down there. We're in the dark side though, so we can't really see much. Still pretty awesome though. Okay, we have to figure out ejection angles and things. I may have already set it up. Where do I want to be here? Yeah, they're trailing behind. I need to be at... let me just go check here. I need to be at... Oh, I think I'm close. 122 degrees. That's close enough. We'll just go now. Excited to get out of here. Head home. Hoping we have enough fuel. If 1482 meters a second is the ejection velocity. Yeah, so that should be easy to get without burning out of fuel. And we're just going to keep burning. I think. I need this. Right, we are coming down. So that 1482 meters a second might be how much I need to get all the way back to Kerbal even. Start to slow it down a little once we... Good. Get close. That has me worried. Still lots of fuel. Still got these 4 tanks as well after this one, so... Actually, we've got about 1,600 liters of fuel. Good thrust-to-weight ratio. But, where is our intercept? Do I keep burning, or do I head out into interstellar space, interplanetary space, and try to fix it when I get down there? Keep burning a little bit. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I will raise it back up and kind of just come in a little closer and we'll see what's going on. Do almost like a orbital rendezvous style with it. And yeah, let's do that now then. Goodbye, Duna. We just take one last look, since it should be in the light. How far have I gotten from it already? There it is. Oh, that is pretty far. Okay. So I think I'm a little bit ahead of it. I must have messed the angles up, shocker, a little bit. So I'm going to burn out and try to delay myself a little bit. Can't see how fast Kerbin's going because of all the junk I have here. Maybe if I zoom out far enough. Okay, well, the alternative is that when I get to the orbit, I'm going to have to burn quite a bit to bring my apoaps down. Do I have the fuel for that? If we don't get an intercept with Kerbin and I run out of fuel, then the rescue mission is going to be hard, for one. What does MechJeb say for delta V for circularizing it? 1126. I'm going to do some calculations and I will be back. Okay, just some quick calculations. I think I have 935 meters a second of delta V. Ugh. So that's not much. And the circularize was saying 1125. So we need an aero brake. Yes. But I don't know how we are going to. So if I burn retrograde now, it's going to bring that in, but it's going to slow me down as well. So you can see the time is ticking up. So if I burn somewhere between retrograde and rad plus, though, which is going to be up this way. Okay, good. Then I shouldn't be increasing this by too much. Well, maybe I want to bring it in. Keep bringing it in. Okay, just going to leave it right on the line. Okay. 13,349. Oh, I got rid of I had to use a test craft to test to make sure the delta V calculations are right. So I did get rid of this. So 13,338. I got rid of the stages there that were messing my view up. Bring it down a little bit more. Okay, now. No, off. Now this shouldn't change much. No, it is. It's going out. close to bingo fuel. Whoops. I don't really want to hit that yet. Okay, let's go out a little bit more. Just checked my spreadsheet, and thankfully, I think I've made an error in my calculations. And whew, the good thing is, I think I have a little bit more delta V. Somehow, I think I calculated the delta V to only when this tank was empty, not these extra tanks, which are all full. So, whew, I think I can circularize. I mean, it looks like I'm so close already, and circularize and get an intercept without too much trouble here. The old wasn't this the way I first got to Duna? And it's kind of fitting that Jober has to do it again to come home. I don't know what happened with the lining up of the planets. I'm following that spreadsheet, or not spreadsheet, the website, the ksp.olex.biz. So you put in Duna, you put in Kerbal on my parking orbit, you do the math, it says phase angle of minus 75.19 degrees. I was so close on my angle reading thing for that. My ejection angle might have been slightly off, but that shouldn't matter as much. So I don't know. You know, I'm not off on that very much. Anyway, I'm gonna bring it down a bit more. What's this doing out here now? Going up a bit, that's okay. As I bring this across the orbit path of Kerbal, I think we should get an intercept somewhere along in here. Now that this is outside, I think that helps. I could be wrong about that too, though. See, now that's going up. I need to get this back out. Fuel onto these tanks. Only slightly worrisome. The good news is that I'm going to be at orbital velocity of Kerbal, so there's not going to be the aerobraking and such as necessary. So we're 13.7 there, 13.3 something here, 392. We are just outside the orbit. So what I'm going to do is let Kerbal catch up a bit. Or should I just bring it down in a little bit closer? Somewhere around there again.